What's going on, guys? It's Sketchy Future, and today I'm bringing you guys a video over some GTA 5 gameplay. I was playing with my buddy Rifty. Shout out to him, and also congratulations to him for getting his first 2 sponsors. I'm really proud of that guy, and I hooked him up with them. You know, they're my sponsors too. And shout out to Trusted Future too for joining his first team, Tactical Sniping. So, congrats to them. And while I'm on the topic of talking about sponsors, don't forget to use my code SKETCHY1 for 5% off of Cinch Gaming, and you can also just use regular code SKETCHY for 10% off of Nat Grips. Alright, well, today's video topic is going to be about the Mandela Effect. So I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's pretty freaking crazy. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but like the reasons behind it, but basically it's when you think you remember something a certain way, and then you go to look back at it, or someone says something about it, and it's different. So the reasoning behind that, you guys will have to look this up, watch other YouTube videos on it, because I don't have a whole lot of information about it, but it's something to do with parallel universes, or the universe gets off track, so you get mixed up with like another universe's memories. So I know that's like hard to wrap your head around, so if you want to like get that in more detail, or someone to break it down for you so you can understand it, definitely go look that up for yourself. And the reason why it's called the Mandela Effect, because I don't know if you guys know who Nelson Mandela is, but he's a guy, and people thought he died like a really long time ago, and people were like saying things about him, and like people were making Facebook pages about him, like Rip Nelson Mandela, and like different things like that. And then it comes to find out Nelson Mandela never died. They thought he died in prison, but he literally just died 3 years ago in 2013. So then when that happened, people were like, thousands and thousands of people were really shocked, and they thought they just misunderstood. But then they started to realize that that kind of stuff happens all the time, so they decided to call it the Mandela Effect after Nelson Mandela. And just to let you guys know, this is not like scientifically proven yet, but scientists are proving it and people are proving it. So if you want to believe it, go ahead, but I just think that's crazy, because say someone misunderstood something, okay, that's understandable, but how are millions of people across the world that don't even live near each other are gonna come up with the same exact thing? Like, that's just mind-blowing. That's insane. So since can't give you guys like the major reasoning behind it or why it happens, I'm just gonna give you guys some examples. So here are some. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the movie Sex in the City. It's not that old. It came out in 2008, so about 8 years old. And yeah, you guys have definitely heard of it. It was a pretty big movie back then. But yeah, it's called Sex and the City, not Sex in the City. So a lot of people have mistaken it for Sex in the City. I used to until I saw this, but it's Sex and the City. Alright, so there's one. That one's not that big, but just wait, we're gonna get to bigger ones. Okay, the next one, the Monopoly guy. You know, Monopoly, the game, the board game that we all know. Well, the guy, I don't know, what can you call that? The guy who represents Monopoly. I don't even know what you would call that, but that little old guy running with the money bag and the top hat. Yeah, I clearly remember him having a little monocle on his eye. And if you guys don't know what a monocle is, they're like glasses, but it's just one, like a little monocle. And a lot of people remember him having that. He doesn't have it anymore. That's freaking weird, because I was just playing Monopoly last night and I noticed he didn't have that monocle anymore. And I looked it up, and yeah, that is one of the Mandela effects. Alright, so here's a bigger one. A lot of people know this, the Bernstein Bears, the book. They have movies. I think it was even a TV show, and I used to watch that when I was a kid, the Bernstein Bears. I used to read those books when I was a kid. Those guys are popular, the Bernstein Bears. Well, guess what, guys? It's not called the Bernstein Bears. It's actually called the Berenstain Bears. That's right, the Berenstain Bears. That doesn't even sound right. Just say that. Really? The Berenstain Bears? How could have everyone never called it the Berenstain Bears? People call it the Berenstain Bears. Come on, guys. That one is really weird. That one messed me up. Another one that messed me up was, you guys know Star Wars? I don't have the video clip of it. I only have the screenshot, so you guys will have to look this up. but Star Wars. The most famous clip is Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father. No, guys, he doesn't say that. He says, no, I am your father. Not Luke, I am your father. I literally remember seeing that on posters in classrooms. Posters, like, everywhere. People had those writings on with shirts on it. That's just insane. I couldn't get over that one. And this one, dude, oh my gosh. Okay, you guys know the Mona Lisa. Everyone knows the Mona Lisa. And at my school, when I was about like 3rd grade, we were learning about the Mona Lisa and how she didn't have facial expression and how it's like such a mystery. Guys, no. People will literally know her for not having facial expression. People want to know why she was so sad. She's literally smiling. She's smiling in the picture now. Look it up on Google Images, look up original picture. She's smiling. She's literally smiling, guys. Before she had a straight face, and now she's literally smiling. Oh my gosh. That one. Dude, that's insane. Okay, another one. Forrest Gump. That movie is so well known, and everyone just knows Forrest Gump. The most famous quote, life is like a box of chocolates. But actually, it's not life is like a box of chocolates. He never says that. I remember seeing that on the back of the movie case. Everyone says it, life is like a box of chocolates. No, it's life was like a box of chocolates. Really? Life was like a box of chocolates? That doesn't even sound right. It literally used to be life is like a box of chocolates. Okay. Well, another one. Fruit Loops. Okay. Well, how do you guys think that's spelled? Fruit Loops. Come on. Well, people used to think it was spelled F-R-U-I-T. Loops. No, it's F-R-O-O-T. Loops. Fruit? No, guys. It used to be just fruit. Regular fruit. Oh, man, dude. That one just makes me sick, bro. I love cereal. Cereal. That used to be like my favorite cereal. But now it's just weird. Oh, my God. That one's scary. I mean, that box of cereal, man. Okay. This is our last example of the Mandela Effect. I saved this one for the end because this one will blow your mind. Okay. What's that show with the cavemen? Used to be on Cartoon Network. If you watched it later, then it was on Boomerang. It's the cavemen. You guys know, with Bam Bam, Fred, the Flintstones. Fred Flintstone. You know the theme song? Meet the Flintstones. Okay, guys, it's not the Flintstones. The Flintstones. Flintstones? Really? No. Out of all the people that know this show that call it the Flintstones, they did not all miss the T. The Flintstones. Yeah, guys, have you seen the Flintstones? The Flintstones? No. No, that's not right, guys. That one is so weird. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I know in some of the screenshots I put up, you saw the version that I was talking about, and then the version of, like the actual version. So it was the version that people remembered in the actual version. The only reason why I have 2 of them is because some people, like, they remember it, so some people recreate it in Photoshop, or even some, like the Sex and the City one, they find old books. You can find it for the Berenstain Bears too, or the Berenstain Bears nowadays. You can find it in old books too. Some people have found it, but if you look it up online or even look at yearbooks, it's changed. So the people that have found it the original way is literally like proof that it has changed. And I know you guys can be like, well, maybe like in the new Star Wars, like for the Star Wars one, for example, in the new Star Wars, they changed it. No, you can go back to the original Star Wars film, look it up on YouTube or pull it out from where you have it. He does not say, Luke, I am your father. So that's some pretty trippy stuff. So I just talked really fast, so just to recap, the only reason why there's 2 versions is because some people recreate it in Photoshop, and the other one is the normal version. So it's definitely real. Go look it up for yourself, and literally do some research on that, because you will be like mind blown. And comment some Mandela Effect that I didn't mention or that you guys know about. And I'm really sorry again that I can't give you guys like the full explanation for it, besides the fact that I know it has something to do with like the universe going off course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Go look into it for yourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you really enjoyed it, maybe share it to your friends. Help me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.